Good morning. Okay, so I'm super excited about this new project that God has allowed me to have, and I'm going to start this afternoon. I'm hoping to start this afternoon. If not, definitely tomorrow, but I had to get this out. I had to let you guys know. So, I don't know about you guys, but at least for me, when I was growing up, I met Jesus thankfully when I was 7 years old, right? Because there was, my mom was the tool when I was younger and, brought people to at least allow us to learn how to pray and things like that. My grandmother was very, Catholic, my mom as well. And so we prayed and we did, it was rezando then, right? We prayed and did all those things like that. And then, always went to, church and Catholic school and things like that. But then when I lived in Puerto Rico with my father, he's the one who introduced me to, and this is a little bit about myself, right? He introduced me to, the Christian God that I know right now, right? About Jesus and stuff like that. And not that I didn't know God as in a Catholic, but I had the relationship with Jesus even more when I was 7, right? And that's when I met the Holy Spirit and I was so grateful. But I never really understood a lot of the things because in Bible study as a child, what they did was that they gave us like, hey, this is Samson and Delilah, this is David and, David and Goliath, things like that, right? Where David, with 3 stones and a sling, like he defeated Goliath, this giant that was against him. And then Samson, where he was, betrayed by Delilah, the love of his life and things like that, by cutting his hair and he lost his strength and things like that, right? But it was very basic. It wasn't something that allowed me to get into like, I guess the meat and potatoes of the story, right? So this is what God has placed in my heart. To take these stories that we learned as children and stories that are in the Bible, right? Things that we have read now as adults that we're getting closer to him because, love God above all things, love your neighbors, you do yourself and things like that, right? And loving your God the way, above all things is having that relationship and reading the word, right? So I'm pretty excited about this because we're going to get to know these people like down to like the T, why their purpose, and I truly believe that the reason why a lot of us may stray away is because, there's either this or that in church. And yes, there is your yes needs to be yes and your no needs to be no, but we need to know the purpose sometimes. We need to know, and I get it. Look, God gives us peace that surpasses all understanding. Sometimes we don't have to understand things. But in the word, there's a reason why it's written in the word, right? We have to ask for discernment and wisdom for the things that we're reading in the word. And if we don't understand why that character or that person, right? Not really character because it makes it fake, but why that person in the Bible needed to go through the things that they needed to go through, or why they went through the things and the processes that they did in order for them to be where they're at right now, or where they were, right, for God and his purpose, then how could we understand our own, right? So this is what it's going to be. And you know what? The first person that God has placed in my heart, Samson. So this one's going to be kind of hard. It's supposed to be an entire week, 1-minute videos so that you guys can actually like pay attention. Every single day you'll get a little snippet as to why his purpose was carried out and what who he is or was, right? And what God's intention, at least to what the Holy Spirit has given to me, right? And the studies that I have done. So stay tuned. This week is going to be Samson, probably 2 a day because like I said, that's kind of long, but we'll see, right? Maybe God will give me the words to be able to have it like, 1-minute videos every day. So Bible in a minute. I'm excited.